Hello friends, welcome back. So in this session, we will be taking care of one more example of to prove a particular language non-context free. So following this, we'll take this example. So show that, so show that this L, which is in the form of W followed by W. What W is? W consists of, it can be a composition of A's and B's. Now, if in a particular language, if a certain string is following this pattern, a substring W is followed by W, then we say that a language is non-context free language. So is a see, we are trying to prove that this language is non-context free. So as the problem goes, this simple problem is considered with a few modifications. So we make this problem as follows. We consider what this W substring would be. So we consider in this case the substring W would be any pattern which specifying A raised to n, B raised to n, and same terminology should be followed next to it, where n tends to infinity, 0 to infinity. So we made this problem in this format, okay, W followed by W. Now consider how to prove a particular language, a non-context free language. So we must see what is pumping lemma for context free languages. So what is the pumping lemma for context free languages? In previous case itself, we have seen this pumping lemma. So as per the previous video lectures are concerned, where we discussed this, what is pumping lemma means? So pumping lemma is, these are the essential properties that a context free language should follow, or it must follow. So through this, if I'm considering a particular language L as a context free language, then that L should satisfy all these constraints or all these properties. So what these properties are? See, these properties are saying, we'll repeat this pumping lemma. So this pumping lemma says, see, let L be a context free language. So L is considered to be a context free language. What we are trying to prove as a non-context free language, we consider then there is always a constant n which is present that depends upon L. So according to a particular L, this constant would change such that for all x belongs to L, so means for every x which is part of that language, length of x, so whatever the length of this x is, it should be always greater than equal to the defined constant. So there exists a particular u, v, w, x, y satisfying following things. So what following things means? So this means whatever x we are following, this x should be broken up into u, v, w, x and y. The substring v and x should not be null, or the length of this should not be 0. Some alphabet should exist either in v or x. Both should not be null at the same time. So length of this vwx should be less than equal to the defined constant, and this is where we say this is a pumping constraints. So for all I is greater than equal to 0, where I is changing from 0 to infinity, if I'm pumping a substring v and x, the resultant string should be in the language. Now these are the characteristics of context free languages. Now let's consider our original problem is. So this problem says I need to prove the given L as a non-context free language. So what the pattern is given? The pattern is W followed by W, any substring followed by the same substring. This is what the language says. If all the strings of this kind, this particular string is in the language. So we make some modification as explained. So we consider particular W as a raised to n and b raised to n. So total number of a's and total number of b's should be equal, and then this pattern follows thereafter for the next pattern. So W followed by W we are considering in this case. Now to prove this, this L should satisfy all the properties of context free languages, and what we are trying to prove is the L is not satisfying this pumping lemma context pumping lemma for context free languages. So this L is not satisfying all those rules. If we could prove that, we are proving that L is non-context free. So to prove the given L is non-context free, we want to prove for every I where it's changing from 0 to infinity, for pumping up and pumping down this string ubwxy, it should not be in the language. So whenever you pump up and pump down, the resultant string should not be in the language if we are trying to prove this. So our major constraint is over this VWX. So where this VWX can lie? So see, all possibilities we need to take care of. So this VWX may lie within this a raised to n, this part, or this VWX can lie some part of this a raised to n and some part of this b raised to n. So within this boundary. Third condition would be this VWX, this part may lies entirely in this b raised to n, first half of W, or this VWX may lies within this b raised to n and few part of this a raised to n. So this crossing the first half of W to second half of W, it contains within this. So this VWX may contain within entirely within this a raised to n of second W. Again the case might be VWX might lies within this a raised to n and b raised to n, and the last condition would be this VWX entirely lies within this b raised to n itself. So according to this, we have this 6 number of cases where we trying to prove this pumping lemma. So case number 1 is, as we expected, this VWX is entirely lying within a raised to n of first part of W. I am explaining only the first part, rest of the parts are similar, so I am not explaining all those. So what I am considering the case number 1 is, so this length of VWX should lie within this entirely a raised to n pattern. So coming to the next case number 1, VWX lies within first half of W, which is a raised to n. Now considering the constant for this L is equal to 4. Now what can be the pattern? So if n is 4, okay, what can be the string? 4 A's, and if it is 4, I have 4 A's, 4 B's followed by 4 A's, 4 B's. This is what my string should look like. So this X is, I have 4 A's, 4 B's followed by 4 A's, 4 B's. Now this part is my W followed by this part is the repetition of this first part. Now if I pump up or pump down, anything is valid. Okay, now considering the VWX, considering this VWX, okay, lies within entirely this a raised to n. And if I pump up the value of I equal to 2, what it means, I'm considering this substring V and substring X twice while considering this resultant string. So pumping up this V. So I'll take this VU as it is A. Pumping up means considering value of I twice, so the part of this V should be taken twice. So I have taken this A twice here. W retains as it is, so W should retain, W should retain it as it is. So I made a mistake. So you should have a particular A here. So W should come here. Sorry, this is A. I made a mistake. A should have been there here. Now X should be taken twice. So this A has taken twice again. Two A's. Okay. Now Y consists of 4B's, 4A's and 4B's again. So resultant string, how do you count this? So I made a mistake. So here should have been A here. So considering this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and missing one A, which is this part of W, which is left as it is. So this is A raised to 6 instead of A raised to 5. So A raised to 6, B raised to 4 and A raised to 4, B raised to 4. Considering this as W and this the followed thing. So I won't get the same pattern. Okay, W followed by W, what the condition is? So all, see this we consider in this format, A raised to N, B raised to N. So total number of A's and total number of B's within the first W should get repeated hereafter. A raised to N, B raised to N. Same thing should be repeated even if we pump up. So resultant string is giving me this 5 A's, 4 B's. This is, but second W is not following. I should have had A raised to 6 and B raised to 6. So this should have been A raised to 6. So this is not following the pattern. So surely this resultant string is not in the language. So hence it is proved that the resultant string, if it is not in the language is non-context free. So similarly, I can prove this case number 2, where we say entirely VWX is lies within this first W's A raised to N, B raised to N. Where it is exactly? So I am considering this in this part, few A's and few B's of first W it occupies. So case number 2. So if I consider this half and I'm considering the pump up of the strings V and X. Pumping up means resultant string will have twice the number of elements of V and twice the number of elements of B. So resultant string, how do you get this U? How many A's we have? 2 A's. It is copied. So V is copied ith times. So this part is came twice in this. So V raised to I, 2 A's we consider. WAB as it is taken. Now B contains single B. So single B should be contains twice. So 2 B's we have here. And rest of this W part, 2 B's, 4 A's, 4 B's consist as it is. Now how many A's we have? We have total 5 A's. We have total 5 B's. Thereafter 4 A's and 4 B's. Now we divide the string into W followed by W. So first W contains 5 A's, 5 B's, but second W contains 4 A's, 4 B's after pumping up. If this language would have been considered as a context free, after pumping up, it should follow the same pattern, but it is not following the same pattern. So in this context, this is not in the language. So case number 2 is saying I'm proving that the L is non-context free language. For the third pattern, where VWX lies entirely within B raised to N, within first half itself, where it is. So I'm breaking up this. Now one more thing which I forgot to tell you. So when we break up this string into VWX, the condition number 2 of this pumping lemma should be followed. What it means? the length of Vx, it should not be 0, and the length of Vwx should be less than equal to n, which is constant. In this case, what the constant is? Constant is considered to be 4. So what we are saying is, case number 3, when we have Vwx, the part of V and X, I have single element B and single element B here. So I have the length of Vx in this case is 2, and which is not 0. So that condition is satisfied. What the next condition is? The condition is Vwx should be less than equal to n. N is, in this case, is 4. So in this case, what n is? N we consider as 4, the constant for this language. So this Vwx is single element B, W contains single element. So the entire B having the length 3. So 3 is less than equal to 4. That condition we should not forget to have. So in this case number 3, again you consider pumping up. I'll get this string a raised to 4, b raised to 6, a raised to 4, b raised to 6. So first W or second W is not following what we have in the first one. Okay. So see, these two patterns are different, and surely this is not in the language. So correspondingly, we are saying the language is non-context free. Now this is valid for case number 4 itself, where we consider, see, Vwx is entirely within this boundary. Okay. So some part of first W and second part of some W, first and second boundaries. So if you consider this and applying pumping up, you get this pattern where 4 A's, 5 B's in first W, and we have 5 A's and 4 B's in second W. And this is not following that pattern. So this is not in the language. What case number 5 is? Case number 5 is again same. We apply this a raised to n in entirely a raised to n in second W. So this what we followed. So I have this pattern, applying this when pumping up the value of I equal to 2, I'll get this resultant string, and where we have 4 A's, 4 B's, and the second half is 6 A's and 4 B's. And strictly this is not in the language. This is not in the language. Now what case number 6 is? Now second last case is V raised to X. So this is saying V raised to X is entirely lying in second half of W, a raised to n and b raised to n. So somewhere here. If we break up this string something like this and satisfying all those rules, see, if we pump up and pump down, okay, so this is pumping up V and X. So resultant string is, it looks something like this. So entire U you copied, V is taken twice, then WAB as it is, then B is taken twice, and double B is taking as it is. So this is 4 A's, 4 B's. This is first W, and second W contains 5 A's and 5 B's. So first W and second W differs, and so this is not in the language. Seventh case is also same. So I'm considering this entirely Vwx in the second half of this b raised to n. So somewhere here. So I have 4a, 4b's, 4a, 4b's. So consider Vwx within this last half. So when you pump up this element I twice, so I'll get this string where I have a raised to 4, b raised to 4. So 4 is 4b's, but second half is not a raised to 4 and it is b raised to 6. So second W is not following the first one. So this string is not in the language. So hence, so following all those cases, what we are saying is, with these 5 cases, we have shown that this pattern UVWXY, where the pumping is happening over V and X, where I is changing from 0 to n, is not satisfied by the language. So the pumping lemma properties are not following by these languages. Okay, so hence we, in contradiction, we are proving that this L is non-context free language. I hope you understand How did we prove this language as non-context free language? Thank you.